Barry goes back in time, changes things, and comes back, and all of a sudden he has a great relationship with his father. So things like that, I think, are bound to happen.
Was that kind of maybe the first hint at a Flashpoint, or what Flashpoint could be, was having this sort of a change that happened with Pied Piper?
Yeah, sure. I think that's a good way to look at it.
Now, with this Flashpoint, we're going to get to see characters we saw before in a different light. Is there someone that you would love to see again that maybe they're not coming back yet, but that you would like to see?
Well, that's a really mean question. Someone I know that's not coming back, I don't know anything. And that's the problem. Not the problem, that's one of the great things about this world, is that anyone can come back at any
point.
I don't know. Katie Cassidy never got to cross over onto Flash as Laurel. Did she?
No, she was Bad Canary.
Yeah, she came at the end of season 2.
Yeah.
Black Siren.
That's it, yeah.
So, that might be a fun one.
I'll go with that.
But I don't know anything.
I know.
That's just a selfish request.
Now that the Arrowverse is expanding with Legends, obviously, and Supergirl coming over to CW, I mean, have you put in any sort of requests like, hey, I'd love to really work over there with Supergirl? Yeah.
I put in requests all the time for everything. I was like, well, if we're Flashpointing, if we're doing things different, what if Ronnie and Caitlin are happily married? Good idea, isn't it? I do put requests in. I also have made it very clear that I would love to go over to Supergirl. Like, I think Colors of Farbright's incredible. I love Melissa. I, think Kyler's great. Like, to go hang out with those women, it would be unbelievable. Because, Flash doesn't really have a lot of ladies. We could use.
Maybe Flashpoint will change that.
Maybe.
Bring in more. Great.
So, with Flashpoint changing everything, do you think we're going to get a chance to see Caitlin more out of the lab?
I would like that. That's all. That's another one of my big pictures. I think we got to see a little bit early on in season 1, and we haven't gotten to see it as much. So I think that would be great.
Season 1 touched upon, there was a reference to season 1 where Caitlin was talking about how fake Harrison Wells kind of ruined her scientific career, at least in the public and so on. Do you want to see that kind of be something she rebuilds, as a career publicly, in season 3?
Yeah, I hadn't considered that. I think she does find fulfillment in her work with the Flash. Like, I do think that's a great job for her. I don't know that she's necessarily seeking the fame and the recognition of that. Hopefully someone's paying her to be at Star Labs and she can keep doing it.
I didn't mean any offense at all.
No, that's okay.
It sounds like, oh my god, what am I seeing to her?
I think she liked it. Yeah, I think it's a good job still.
You've talked about pitching ideas that you have.
No one listens to me.
Well, I was going to say, has there been anything that you've pitched in the past 2 seasons that has made it in, that changed something up?
Not that I can think of. They don't. That doesn't stop me from pitching. I also would like to go over to Legends. I feel like there's so many connections with the Flash characters. I think it would be great to have Caitlin and Professor Stein together again. That's been a pitch of mine for a while. They changed time zones or timelines. So if we go to the future, what does the future Caitlin now look like? Maybe she could go to Legends. I have lots of ideas. I'll go find the Helbings and tell them he's up.
At what point did you learn who Zoom was going to be? That the real Jay Garrick?
Very, very early on, actually. I knew before we even started season 2 what their plan was in order to have Caitlin fall in love with him and that sort of thing.
Did you know who the real Jay Garrick would be?
No.
When did you find that out? Was that a surprise?
You mean the real Jay Garrick is in...
Being his dad, yeah.
Oh, like Earth 3?
The actor, right. Earth 3 Jay Garrick.
That was a big reveal to everyone, I think. I don't think they knew that one early on. I think they figured that out. Thank you, guys. Thank you.